Hello guys, what's up? I'm Brian and doing another video for you guys, and this time you may have noticed, hey, the quality looks worse than normal. Why the hell is that? Well, it's because I forgot to bring up my webcam at the last second, and I thought, do I really need to get it? I don't know, I'm just doing the discussion thing. It doesn't need to look significantly pretty, so I guess this is just how we're going to do it. Plus, it's easier for me because when I got the webcam, I have to look off to the side and then look at the laptop and whatnot, so I have to go back and forth. So I can't have the webcam right in front of me as I'm doing stuff on the laptop. So it just makes things kind of hell. So I figured today I'm just not going to do it. Masterpiece Bumblebee, yay. So today I want to talk about the Bumblebee movie, which is a huge surprise considering that's pretty much all I've been talking about for the past couple of days ever since the Bumblebee movie trailer came out. I need to explain some things because people are pretty much telling me stuff that I already know, like I don't know it. And despite me pointing out certain things, people are saying otherwise. And some people did make some good points, but mainly this video is about me talking about some of the things that people are talking about in the community and that I want to respond about. I don't want to talk too much about the Bumblebee movie because there's a couple of other videos I'd like to sorry, I got the hiccups now. A couple of other videos that I'd like to do, but I figured this is much easier, especially when people can respond right in the YouTube chat, which I need to pull up. I forgot to pull it up. Let's see. Should be right here. Live discussion, Bumblebee 2018 teaser trailer. I'm pretty sure you guys are getting really tired of me talking about the Bumblebee movie trailer, so I'm gonna try and slow down from it. Master Builder, you're there, and I wanted to mention Jurassic Park. I know you like that movie. Well, there you go. Hello, Optimus Prime reviews. What is up? So I'm just trying to copy and paste this into my Discord chat. Let's see. Okay, I was just saying something. Okay, so one of the big things that someone kept pointing out to me, despite the fact that I even pointed it out in the video, some guy kept on telling me that the Starscream that's seen in the trailer, which, yes, I'm still referring to Starscream. Call me ignorant, call me whatever. I don't care. It looks like Starscream. It acts like Starscream. You look at that thing, it's Starscream. I don't know where the hell people are getting Ramjet from, but it looks like Starscream. Anyways, so they've been telling me that it's an F4 Phantom, it's an F4 Phantom, it's an F4 Phantom, and pretty much just almost looks like they're screaming their head off about the fact that it's an F4 Phantom. Even in the video where I say it's an F4 Phantom, I posted the video on the Starscream, and the first comment that I got was, it's an F4 Phantom. And in the video, I say it's an F4 Phantom. Okay? So, hello, Smucker Sandwich as well, and Arctic Ghost 1140. But people are saying this is not Starscream. It is one of the aerial bots. I think it was like Firefly or something like that, because he originally was an F4 Phantom. I don't think that's the case, because I know it's not the exact same jet that Starscream originally was, but I don't think that's enough information to really go and say it's an aerial bot, especially when you look at him and he's got the red eyes and he transforms just like what Starscream should. I will admit, I did notice that the windscreen for the Decepticon actually transformed into the back, but part of it did transform onto the front as well. But there's too much in that to look like Starscream to say it's anyone else. I mean, someone made a joke saying that, oh, it's Chip, the kid in the wheelchair from the original Transformers show. So it's like, I mean, that's not much to say. And besides, now we've got 3 targets. We got Ramjet, Starscream, and Firefly from the aerial bots. It's like, well, it's got to be not one of those, you know? I just don't think that the fact that they don't have the exact plane that Starscream was is enough information to say, oh yeah, it's totally not Starscream. And there's not enough information to say it's Ramjet. Someone mentioned that, oh yeah, Ramjet is white and red. This guy is white and red. This guy's gray and red. I don't know where you're getting white from. Uh, Although people say, where are you getting blue from? But as I mentioned, some of the dark gray bits kind of look blue to me, but whatever. It's a live action movie. It's not going to look 100% like Starscream. Exactly. And as much as people say that, oh, yeah, Bumblebee looks like Bumblebee from G1, and I'm not knocking on that. It definitely looks closer to G1, other than, or, you know, especially from this. It definitely looks closer to the G1 Bumblebee. But that Bumblebee from Generation 1 had the headlights on the feet and actually had a mouth and he actually spoke. This version does not. So even the Bumblebee has new traits. And yes, they're trying to make it closer to this version of Bumblebee. But it is going to have its differences compared to the original Bumblebee. The same thing's going to happen to Starscream. Here's another reason why I'm pretty sure it's Starscream, because they took the mouth of the original movie Starscream and put it on this one. If you actually look back at some of the frames, which I posted on my Facebook page, Journey to the Bumblebee movie, you will see that there is a still shot of Starscream with the original movie face, where it's got that kind of bird beak look. So it's Starscream. I don't know why anyone's saying otherwise. It looks like Starscream. It looks exactly like what Starscream should look like. It doesn't have the vents on the shoulders, but it definitely has the right panels on there that kind of look like what it should be. And the jet's not that far off, especially when you look at the wings. I got a freeze frame of the wings, and you can see they look like the original Starscream wings, and they transform onto the back. That's another thing, is that people say this is Ramjet or Firefly. Didn't those characters have the wings, like Firefly have his wings on the back, like folded up, and then Ramjet had his wings near the legs. I have the original Ramjet. Well, technically, it's the Platinum Edition one. And people are telling me, well, Brian, this doesn't have to be exactly like the Generation 1 version, so it can be Ramjet, as you keep arguing. Okay, that's true, but you know, there's the thing where it's not going to look exactly like the Generation 1 version, but it looks closer to Starscream than it does the original Ramjet. I mean, when you're talking about the differences, let's take a look at, I'm not going to pull it out, but let's take a look at the original movie Starscream with the Dorito shape. Yes, that didn't take from the Generation 1, but it also didn't take from any other character. It just did its own thing. It was different. It was new. So if they're doing Ramjet, why does he look like Starscream? You know? I don't get why there's a huge argument. I don't get... Oh, and the fact that he doesn't have blue. Well then. Yeah, someone mentioned that something was a triangle recently and said, oh, it's a Dorito, right? Ha! It's funny because Doritos are triangles. Okay, cool. Using basic psychology. There's no logical reason for why it isn't Starscream. It's a hybrid of G1 and Bayverse, and it's for kids, so kids gotta easily distinguish. Exactly. And that's one of the good things about the Starscream. It's easy to distinguish. And I also want to make a point that someone actually asked me what kind of movie toys we're going to get for the Bumblebee movie. And I didn't want to do a whole video because all it is pretty much just Starscream as a Voyager, Barricade as a deluxe, Bumblebee as a deluxe, and then there's some other car transformer. And that's pretty much it. That's not really much to go at. I think that we're going to get 2 separate waves that are going to complete the cast list of these characters. So there's not much to talk about that, but what I will say is I find it kind of funny that we're getting 2 versions of Starscream, and in the studio series we have a Thundercracker. So do you think that the Starscream coming up, the new one, they're going to repaint into Skywarp, or use the first studio series Starscream and repaint that into Skywarp? It's possible. Isn't there a confirmation movie masterpiece Bumblebee from this film? There was an article. I'm not sure much about it because they just got a prototype that came out of nowhere. I'm not saying that it's not going to happen. I'm just saying, okay, it's there. Cool Ranch. Let's see. Hi, Connor. Animated Starscream was basically bluish gray. There you go. Or grayish blue, I should say. Yep, pretty much. Ghost Hoodie 300. I couldn't tell if that was a D at the end, so it looked like 30D. Mr. Frahana 13. The head sculpt. It is Starscream, clearly. Exactly. Ramjet or Thrust, but I'm still betting it's going to be Starscream. It's got to be Starscream. Why would it be Thrust, too? Like, why would they take this character that looks so clearly like Starscream and then call it something else? You know? As I said, you know, these movies don't have to take exactly from the Generation 1 version, but in doing so, why would they take a design from another Generation 1 character and then call it something else? It's kind of like, I think the movies actually did this to where they made a character that looked like it was this character, but called it something else. I know someone's going to say, well, Wreck-Gar. There's not enough on Day Trader to really say, oh yeah, that's Wreck-Gar for me. Hound looked like Bulkhead. That looks like it should have been called Bulkhead, but they called it Hound. I don't know why they did that, but there's enough in there to where, okay, I can kind of see how that could be Hound. But when you have a whole mess of Seekers, and then you have one that clearly looks like Starscream, I mean, it's got to be Starscream, right? Let's see. Starscream looks more like a Gundam, in my opinion. That's not really a bad thing. But B has no horns as the G1B. Okay. Starscream is confirmed for the movie. There's no way it's anyone else. Yeah, even the TF Wiki said it was Starscream. Even though I don't know exactly what their source is. I mean, they could just took a good guess or got the information that, yeah, it was Starscream. But I mean, because when I looked at the TF Wiki, there was no article that was linking to the information. It was just, oh yeah, this is Starscream. I could be wrong, could have missed something, but I mean, come on, guys. It looks like Starscream. Does it not? What other character does it look like? Other than Ramjet. But Ramjet is a conehead with different wings. And I know I just said, I know Starscream's not the exact plane from Generation 1, but you look at the wings and that looks like the Generation 1 Starscream. In fact, when he was transforming, all I saw was the masterpiece with the wings. So, not to mention Hound's personality resembles closer to TF Prime Bulkhead. Yeah, kind of. It's been hard keeping it up since RID. Hound was thick. Galvatron's vehicle mode looks like Motormaster's truck mode. Yeah, okay, that's old news from 4 years ago. And there's a scene where Bee's running in a forest. Yeah, I don't know why people think it's a Firefly or Air Raid or whatever, one of the aerial bots. Actually, I think it was like Quickslinger or something like that. I can't remember. But I don't know why people think it's him when he has red eyes. Now, granted, they could change the color of the eyes last minute. They did the same thing for the first movie, where a teaser showed a protoform with red eyes, but in the movie he has blue eyes, and that was actually protoform Ironhide when he was coming out of the pool. But I don't think they're going to do the same thing here, because the protoform that was seen in the first movie is so, like, you can't really distinguish who that is. In fact, I'm pretty sure they used that protoform design for each of those characters. But for Starscream, that looks like Starscream. Someone also made the point that, because I made the video about how the Bumblebee movie fits into canon with the Michael Bay universe, because this was in production before that universe got quote-unquote rebooted, or there was articles saying that this line of movies is getting rebooted. Someone made the point that they're doing reshoots. Well, I can see where you're going with that. The problem is that the reshoots don't really mean much, because we don't know exactly what they're reshooting. They could reshoot it to fit another storyline, but I'm not sure if they have another storyline in mind currently. Because I feel like if they're going to do the whole reshoots thing, they would have to plan ahead and figure out, okay, what are we going to do with the future movies? And I don't know exactly what they've gotten so far. They might have a few ideas of what they want to do, or they might just fit it around the Bumblebee movie, or the reshoots might open up the possibilities for the future movies. But I don't think that they have enough going for them right now to say, okay, these reshoots are going to totally change the Bumblebee movie to where it's going to fit this whole new storyline. I think what they're going to do, if anything, if this movie is going to start off the reboot, is they're going to work around the Bumblebee movie out of anything. Maybe they're going to do a few changes with the reshoots, but I don't know if they're going to do enough. So we'll have to wait and see. And some people are kind of concerned about the reshoots, because there are some movies that are bad that, you know, had reshoots, like Justice League was kind of a mess with some of the reshoots. Suicide Squad was a mess, and I believe that movie had a bunch of reshoots. But the thing about Suicide Squad is it also had a very limited time of writing, and like it was just a mess in general. Like Warner Brothers, I can't believe that company still makes movies. Although they got the Lego Movie 2 coming out. So to go with the G1 personality would be terrible. It would be better if he was written more like Prime. What? Who, Bumblebee? No, I don't think so. Like, you gotta make them both distinguished characters. Like, this movie seems to be about Bumblebee trying to face his fears. And I think Bumblebee is trying to, yeah, it'd be awesome if Phil Collins did the music for it. Sorry. Bumblebee's scared in this movie. And I don't think the personality of Optimus Prime would really help that, because Optimus Prime is a strong warrior type that people look up to. In this movie, Bumblebee's not that. And I think the big thing about this film is this is going to be the first time when he's facing Decepticons. Because if the World War II thing is canon, all he was fighting off was human characters. He wasn't fighting off any Decepticons or whatnot. In this movie, this is going to be the first time that we know where he's actually facing multiple Decepticons alone. Especially ever since Megatron stole his voice box, or ripped out his voice box, or damaged it, whatever. So that's another thing. I want to make a video. I'm pretty sure Commenting Cam, or God, I can't say his name. Pretty sure Cameron did a video on this saying that I haven't watched the video yet. I'm going to watch it after this, but the reason why the Decepticons are going after Bumblebee now is because he might know something about the whereabouts of Megatron, which is kind of where the glasses thing comes from. So I think that's going to be a big part of the movie. I'm not sure if that's enough for me to make a response video. Like I'm not sure if I can really add on anything on that, but if there's some, if that's what I want to talk about, I'll do another video on it. I mean, for Starscream's personality, someone said they should go for a G1 personality. I would want that. Oh, like he was in Prime. I thought you meant Optimus Prime. Okay, yeah, okay. Yeah, actually, now that you say that, I agree with that. I think Starscream from Transformers Prime, his personality was great. But I wouldn't mind the Generation 1 version of Starscream. I mean, they're pretty close anyways. It's rumored that Bee, Starscream, Cliffjumper, and Barricade. I don't think Cliffjumper is going to be in the film because the spawn of the Cliffjumper rumor came when there was a red car on the set. There was actually, I believe, 2 red cars, but it was mentioned that one of the red cars was just a car. It wasn't anything significant. And then the other one, although it might have been a black car and people thought it was Hot Rod, I can't remember. I know there's a black car that's Barricade, or that's reportedly Barricade, but I don't know. But the red car is a Decepticon, so it's not Cliffjumper. Which, by the way, people are saying or pointing fingers at the black Mustang, I think it was, and saying that's Barricade. What if that's not? I don't know. I have to go back, but I don't know if they actually said that that black car was Barricade. But it very well could be the red one. I think it's the black Mustang out of anyone. But I can also see it being the red car. And I know someone's going to say, well, Barricade was this cop, this black car that was a cop Decepticon. It doesn't make sense for him to be a red car. In the original Barricade toy, he had his car mode was mostly blue, and I believe it was like a formula racer or something like that. I could be wrong about that, but I feel like that's what we're getting the blue from the last night from, because I thought, why the hell is Barricade blue? And then I rechecked the original Barricade, and I found out, oh, it's blue. But where I'm getting at is his secondary color was kind of a pinkish red. So maybe the red car is actually Barricade. You know, I'm just saying. I'm not saying that I think it is. I'm not saying, oh yeah, confirmation. Blah, 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 blah. I'm just saying, you know, putting it out there, possibility. Yep, 4. Okay, cool. Bumblebee should be the only Autobot other than Optimus in flashbacks. I think Optimus Prime shouldn't be in the film, but should be. And what I'm saying is, I think it would be good if Optimus Prime had sent messages to Bumblebee. And actually, that would make a lot of sense now that I think of it, because at the end of the Transformers films, Optimus Prime shoots up a message saying, we are the Autobots, we're here, we're fighting, and we're on Earth, blah, blah, blah. Autobots hearing this, come join us. Decepticons hearing this, big middle finger. So maybe Bumblebee could receive some transmissions from Optimus Prime. And maybe this is where he's going to hear his mission about, oh yeah, we're going to bring, maybe Optimus Prime is still fighting on Cybertron, and he's going to try and find Autobot recruits to help him along the ride. And that's where we would probably get Jazz, Ratchet, and Ironhide. I don't think they're going to show Jazz, Ratchet, and Ironhide. I just think that maybe that's the connection. And I know someone's going to say, well, this is part of a reboot. It's not part of the original movies. They changed it. They changed it recently. But the original idea for the Bumblebee movie, and I have to repeat myself because people keep telling me about this, that the Bumblebee movie was originally going to be a part of the original cinematic universe, and it still could. But now they're planning for it to be part of the reboot. I have to constantly message that because people keep typing away, telling me information that I already know. Like, oh, F4 Phantom, that's what Starscream is, and Bumblebee's a reboot, blah, blah, blah. Barricade is hold on. Barricade is blue because blue is the color of the police, not the stereotype black. Okay. But we're talking about the original toy was blue. They could go for a white police car, or I think there's like multiple different colors of police cars if you want to search them up. I think there's like light green. They could go for white easily, but they chose blue for a reason, and I think the reason is because blue was the original color. Imagine a forest battle style fight with Bumblebee against Starscream, Barricade, and Blackout. I think what's going to happen, I'm not sure if Blackout's in the movie. I feel like that rumor came with Starscream showing up because people, if you look up some reactions, they'll say, oh, is that Blackout? But take a second glance and they'll say, oh, yeah, that's Starscream. But I don't think it's going to be a huge fight. I think Bumblebee is going to be chased down, but I don't think there's going to be much of a huge battle with him and Starscream and yada, yada, yada. I think that's going to be part of the beginning of the movie. And I think that the first shot of the trailer might actually be the end of that fight. And then he goes into hiding as the Volkswagen, and that's when he gets picked up by Charlie, I guess it is, or Haley Steinfeld's character. I could look up who she is, but I immediately forget every time, so I just say Haley Steinfeld's character. They can't possibly show them. They have yet to arrive to Earth. No, that's not what I'm saying. I'm saying that Optimus Prime will get the transmissions from Bumblebee. Basically, he's saying that I need to get some recruit. Like, the idea that I have is Optimus Prime is on Cybertron trying to gain recruits to go to Earth, and those recruits are Ironhide, Ratchet, and Jazz. I'm not saying we'll see those guys in the film. I feel like that's going to be kind of off-screen, kind of just a side mission that's going on while Bumblebee is on Earth, because Optimus Prime has to go and do something else while Bumblebee's here. So that's probably the reason why Optimus Prime hasn't caught up with Bumblebee, is because he's probably trying to find recruits. Hey, have you guys noticed, depending on the Transformers alt modes, is their size, like B is smaller than Ironhide? Because Ironhide is a giant black truck, so it depends on the alt mode, so that's why B is so small and adorable. What I want you to do is go back to the Lazy Eyebrows video about people saying that the Volkswagen is in scale. Like the small Bumblebee toys, when they're Volkswagens, is in scale with all the other Transformers toys. Because the Volkswagen Beetle is actually, I think, about the same size as a normal car. I could be wrong about that. I have to go back and look on it. Hey, did you know the Bumblebee movie is a reboot? Trollface. It would be fantastic if Soundwave was in the movie, but considering he wasn't actually in it till Revenge of the Fallen, and even then he was still in space, I don't think Soundwave's going to be in the film. It would be cool to see him in the film, but I'm not going to put my hopes on it. Plus, also, I'm not sure if it would really work out for him being a little cassette player. What I would like to see, because we're having Barricade, is I think it would be awesome if we got Frenzy and Rumble into the mix. And something would happen with Rumble, but Frenzy would live and move on to the first Transformers film. I think that would be awesome if Barricade had two drivers that were Frenzy and Rumble. I'm actually really freaking excited for the film, due to Jarvis saying, when I was a kid, I took my toys and made up stories about them. Tell me that doesn't sound like every single one of us. Yeah. Soundwave in space. Fair point. Or Optimus could be searching a new team in space, considering he's one of the many Autobots that left Cybertron. Yep, he could be trying to go around space and tag along with a bunch of other characters, and that's where we get them. The first teaser of Transformers, it looked like we had Bumblebee in that. I know in the comics, like when he's on Mars. I know in the comics they say, "Oh yeah, that's Blackout, Starscream, and Barricade" or something like that. But the comics don't really look like they're going to be canon to this movie. So I don't know. I don't think it really matters. I mean, why would Bumblebee crush that little thing? I don't know, unless he's trying to hide, which he's doing a shitty job if he's going up to the thing and breaking it. I'm just saying it kind of looked like Bumblebee because it had the round head and everything. They might have just used his design, his CGI robot, and just used it to crush the thing, but whatever. But that's just me talking about that. I'm not saying any specific things or anything like that. I'm just saying Soundwave could work if he transformed into something like an SUV. I mean, he could work, but I just don't imagine him being in the film. Why? I mean, why would they put him in it? I mean, Soundwave wasn't in the final battle in the first film. He must have been off doing something else. I just don't imagine him being in the film. But that's just me. Oh yeah, and that's another thing. Bobby Bolivia. If you're saying these films aren't canon to the original ones, it's kind of weird that Bobby's voice is in the teaser. So, I mean, they could do it either way. You know, it doesn't have to, ruin the idea of the reboot. But I'm just saying. Also, SJG, you could probably cool it in the chat. Bruticus would be cool, but I feel like that's too big for Bumblebee. Because this is going to be one of his first fights, I think. Sorry, taking on Decepticons. So I don't think they're going to give him too big of Decepticons to face off. I think they're going to give him like small Decepticons to kind of challenge, which is perfect with Barricade and perfect with Starscream because he's going to be up in the air trying to shoot down Bumblebee, but and Starscream is cowardly enough to run off and do his own thing, or maybe Starscream will set Barricade to chase after Bumblebee. And we might not even get much of Starscream. He might just be in the forest scene chasing after Bumblebee, and then later on in the film, it's just Bumblebee and Barricade, and maybe another Decepticon. I'm just here for a cycle. that would be a cool thing to throw in, I guess. I don't know. That's never consistent for me. Rumble is blue because the G1 cartoon. The movie has a lower budget, so yeah, I know it's got a lower budget. Doesn't mean that they're not going to be able to put in Soundwave or anything like that. I just don't think they're going to put in Soundwave. Laserbeak would be interesting, but I think again, if they're not going to put in Soundwave, why would they put in Laserbeak? You know what I mean? I mean, there's already they already shown in Revenge of the Fallen the little Insecticon transformer. Why not put something like that in the film? I don't feel like they're going to blow it up with too many Decepticon characters. I feel like we're going to get maybe 2 or 3, and then that's it. And if we're going to get a 4th one, it's going to be a small robot. I feel like it's mostly going to be Starscream, Barricade, and Bumblebee that's going to be in this film. Not sure about Hot Rod, what's going on with him, but I'm not too concerned about him. Maybe they'll make a brief mention, but there's not much for Hot Rod that I just don't really care about him. So it's just whatever for me. I swear if the Decepticon are barely in this movie, I will be sad because we need more personality. Well, I wouldn't get your hopes up on that. Not because of the original Transformers movies, but because in this film they might want to focus on Bumblebee and actually give him character. So, little lady, no. How didn't I get the notification? I don't know. Apparently, Optimus Primal got a notification for my video about an hour before he tweeted that, and it was I think he tweeted about it today, but the video that he's referring to came out on Monday. So, and right now, I mean, it was Wednesday when he posted the tweet. So basically, what I'm saying is, after like 1 or 2 days, he got the notification that, hey, I uploaded a video, and it's weird. Let's see. Not so much as personality, but more like screen time. Yeah. I don't feel like the Decepticons are going to get a lot of screen time because I'm not sure what kind of characterization they're going to have in the film. I'm not sure exactly what they're going to do. I feel like they're just going to come out and hunt for Bumblebee, and that's pretty much it. So it's really not much for the Decepticons to do. As much as people don't like the original design for Bumblebee, I really do. But I really love my masterpiece Bumblebee. You know, there's a lot of Bumblebee toys and designs that I still do like, despite this. I don't like the Age of Extinction design as far as the movie so much, but I like the toy for the Age of Extinction Deluxe Bumblebee. Not the high octane one. That one is a little too wobbly and not so good. I like my Last Night toy, but that's just more or less just me. Even though his little boober is off for some reason. I still got the Human Alliance one I really like. The Hunt for the Decepticons Deluxe, the Nitro Bumblebee. Yeah, I even like the Nitro Bumblebee. It's chunky, it's cute, does what it needs to do. Kind of an interesting transformation, especially for the leg, which I'm just now realizing that feels like it's ripping off this transformation for the legs, but I really like this Bumblebee. I'm not gonna say, oh yeah, it's the best Bumblebee and you all need to get it. I'm just saying, I like the Bumblebee. I even like the first version of Bumblebee. I got Battle Ops Bumblebee in gold. So yeah, but I like this design for what it is on this continuity. And there's a difference, or this film. And I feel like the differences help. Because Michael Bay's films are much louder and much bigger. So when you first saw Bumblebee, that was your introduction to the Autobots and how they are. Like Bumblebee is this massive thing that's towering over Sam Witwicky, and it's meant to wow you. It's meant to impress you on the size and scope of it, and just how big this world is. And when the other Autobots come in, it just feels like it gets a whole lot bigger because you are shocked and surprised by the first sighting of Bumblebee ever in the film. But when it comes to this film, I think it's smart to have Bumblebee a lot smaller, and just how the teaser has it. This is what Travis Knight seems to do very well, is that he kind of gives a reason for certain things to happen. When Bumblebee is transforming, it's kind of this anticipation of, oh my god, he's going to be huge, he's going to be massive, he's probably going to be stumped by the garage. And then you see him transform, and then he just goes down a little bit, and you realize, oh my god, that's it? And it kind of shocks you. So I'm really impressed with how they're doing this Transformers film. That reminds me. I made a comment a while back on someone's video. I think it was, yeah, it was a Philip DeFranco video, and apparently these parents tortured this kid. And someone said to me, oh my god, you're the, or no, I said in the comments that these people deserve to go to hell. And then I got a comment in response saying that, how dare you? You want them to be murdered. You want them to be murdered. And it's like, where the hell are you getting that from? Apparently, when you say someone's going to hell, that's a threat to kill them. That is a huge stretch. A stupid stretch to make. I know I'm going off topic, but that is stupid to say. Basically, they're gonna die at some point anyways. Like, you know, everyone is. So when that person said, "Oh, you wanted to die because," or yeah, you wanted them to die because you said that they should go to hell. No, eventually they'll die anyways. It's a matter of fact of whether they go to hell or not when they do. I didn't say that they should be murdered. Someone took my words and tried to pull out that I wanted the murder out of nothing. What the fuck? No, it's not. It's not even the Daddy of Five incident. I think it was just like parents that would beat up their kids. Oh my god! I lost this. I was trying to write a review for a Borok on my other channel, and the Krana fell out. And I tried to find it, couldn't find it, and then I just looked down here, and there it is. Anyways, and that person kept telling me, even though the kids were tortured and whatnot, that the parents can redeem themselves. I'm sorry, they can go fuck themselves. They tortured a kid purposely just for the hell of it. Oh no, I found out what I just remembered what the article was. The article was about the kid who thought he had cancer and was so sad about it, and they tried to raise donations so that the kid can get help. And the kid was like, the kid got a lot of notice for it. He loved a football team apparently, and that football team got to hang out with the kid and whatnot. And about a couple of weeks later or something, the parents made a notice to say that the kid was getting worse. He was getting sicker and whatnot, and he was dying or something like that, and he just wasn't feeling good. That turned out that they found out, an investigation found out, the kid never had cancer to begin with. The parents lied, and the most disgusting thing, the reason why I want them to go to hell, is that they convinced the kid that he had cancer, to the point where that kid was scared of falling asleep because he thought he wouldn't wake up. So I said those parents deserve to go to hell, and someone has the fucking balls to say, oh no, those parents deserve redemption. I believe that anyone gets redemption. Okay, that's what you believe. That's fucking retarded, though, because those parents do not deserve a minute outside of jail. They don't. I'm sorry, that really got to me. And you know what's hilarious? That person that made the comments to me said that, oh yeah, even you deserve redemption. For what? Because you made the accusation that I said that I wanted them to be murdered, even though I never said that? Or because I think they're terrible people because they convinced that their kid had cancer, and they're like, oh, but that's not enough for them to deserve to go to hell. That's the number one reason for them to go to hell. Fucking moron. Oh God. I'm sorry I just went on a whole rant about that, but I just remembered it and I was like, oh God, this. So what's up with you guys? But what G1 toys do you want to have? I don't know. Probably one of the city Transformers, but I don't really need them. See, the problem with the G1 Transformers, and I know someone's going to bite my head off, is that they don't have a lot of articulation. I like a toy with a lot of articulation that can pose well. And someone will say, oh, you want a toy that will easily break. Why don't you look up all the Optimus Prime's legs that are broken, or Megatron's and stuff like that. It's not like a lot of those G1 figures just hold up for 30 years, you know? YouTube doesn't tell you you've started a live stream. Oh. Yeah, YouTube's been kind of slow on that. The people who made that comment is an idiot. Yep. The internet is full of idiots. Trash. I really don't mind it. What lines do you collect? Pretty much anything, really. I want to get a rescue bot figure, but I'm not sure which one to get. I wanted to get the Hoist rescue bots figure. I don't think those parents deserve redemption. Nope. For them, that person has the balls to say that those parents deserve redemption. The parents who convinced their kid that he was dying so that they could get money out of it. Fuck them. Screw the person that tried to tell me otherwise. And fuck the parents. And I believe I even said fuck the parents, and someone tried to say, oh, you want him to get raped in prison? And I'm just like, yeah, why not? Also, how was American Ninja Warrior? Yeah, it was great seeing that less than a minute preview of Jurassic World. That's the thing I don't like about watching all these things and waiting for a teaser or something to show up, is that if it's going to be the whole trailer, oh yeah, cool. Or if it's Super Bowl, then fine, because you got a lot of other TV spots to go with it. If you're waiting on something, but if you're waiting, I think it was like an hour and a half for a Jurassic World sneak peek, and all it is about a minute with behind the scenes stuff, and then a lot of it is just clips you've already seen. I mean, it just kind of stinks. I didn't hate it, but felt like there could have been more. Layer Class Blackout, it's cool, but very Ghibli to me. I'm just not sure how I feel about Blackout. I want to get the Power of the Prime's Inferno. In fact, my stores now have been getting Hunger and Alita 1. I saw 3 Alita 1s about a month ago, but I didn't pick her up. But my Toys R Us website has Alita 1 now. Don't bitch, just buy. No, I will bitch. That's another thing. I'm not saying anything bad about you specifically or anyone else, but there are times where I'll criticize a toy and say, okay, this is bad, this is bad, this is bad. And then people will tell me, oh, you should shut up and buy a toy, or that it's not for you, or something like that. Like the Transformers Cyberverse stuff, when I wanted to talk about that, people were telling me, oh, those toys aren't for you because they're for kids. First of all, a lot of these toys are meant for kids. I buy them anyways. Where do you draw the line? I said I wanted to rescue bots the other day. I just haven't picked one up yet. And two, okay, still, they're meant for kids, but kids deserve better than some toys. And I don't think there's no problem with criticizing a Transformers toy. First of all, it's your opinion. And second of all, maybe a Transformers toy has a huge problem that needs to be talked about. I can't remember what the situation was, but I remember talking about a Transformers toy, and someone said that, it was about the Optimus thing on, because he made a review on Starscream, and someone posted on one of the Facebook groups that he was bad because he said the toy was shit. And it's like, okay, if you can only criticize with saying the good stuff, that's not really criticism, first off. And second, I don't want to watch those reviews that are just like going to miss the flaws. You have to point out the flaws. Otherwise, people are going to buy a toy expecting it to be perfect and probably break it. Because if you say, oh, yeah, or if you totally miss the fact that, oh, you got to be careful on this thing, and you don't say that at all, people are going to buy it and immediately break it. You have to warn people about this kind of stuff because people are curious whether or not they should buy it. As a toy critic, as a toy reviewer, I'm sorry if people disagree with me on this, but as a toy reviewer or a critic of any kind, you criticize because, one, that's your opinion and you want to share it, and two, because you have a group of people who are curious about this thing and want to know more information about it, because the people who produce the product is not going to tell you any of the flaws. They just want to sell you a product. That's where the reviewers come in. But no, apparently you can't say shit about something because of this, that, that. This is gonna be a bitchy afternoon. Kind of reminds me of the Avengers Infinity War spoilers and how people said that on the weekend after, just the weekend after, it wasn't even the second weekend, it was just after the weekend. I think it was Monday. Hell, I think it was Sunday actually. People said that they could spoiler Avengers Infinity War because the people who haven't seen it don't care about spoilers. If you haven't seen the movie yet, you don't care about spoilers, so I get to do it without any regards for what those people would say about spoilers. First of all, I haven't seen Blade Runner, the original one, and I don't want to be spoiled on it. I only saw the Harry Potter movies about a year ago. There's a lot of shit that I wasn't spoiled on that really surprised me. I don't want to take away from that surprise, you know? Even if I don't see the movie right away, that doesn't mean that I don't want to see the movie right away or that I don't want to be surprised by something. You know, you might not be the biggest fan of Marvel. I don't collect every Marvel thing out there, but I still want to be surprised when I watch the damn movie. I'm not going to spoil anything. Someone saying, don't spoil anything, please. I didn't say I was. Let's see. Satan's Effin' Reviews. I love that name. You get a subscription only because of that name. There's another channel that I have to shout out right now. Because I completely forgot that I have to. It's fine. Because he shouted me out and he said that, oh, you don't have to shout me out back, but I'm going to do it anyways. Siike Donnelly? I hope I'm getting that name right. Siike space Donnelly. That's his channel name. He talks about Venom, the movie. And recently he started up a whole thing about the Bumblebee movie and Transformers and stuff like that. And he did a whole shout out section in one of his newest videos for me. So I wanted to give him a good shout out. I also want to shout out Commodore Cam, who has made a new channel about his podcast and some of the highlights. And he recently did a one of the highlights where we're talking about one of the worst Robots in Disguise episodes ever. I believe that Robots in Disguise episode was, I can't remember the name of it, but if you watched Robots in Disguise, it's the one where Sideswipe breaks Russell's TV, and it is, my God, the worst episode. What time is it in Canada? It's the same time as the US. As far as the Pacific time is concerned, it's 1 in the morning, and no problem with the sub. Let me get my cloak of levitation, then I'm ready to take on Master Builder. All Transformers feel fragile. I'm afraid to take them out of the box. Last night, Bumblebee broke immediately as I took him off the Voyager. Optimus, his leg broke and took 3 months for a replacement. Is it this hinge right here where the gray bit connects to the yellow? Because mine has a crack on it. So you're 2 hours behind me, eh? T-Fan page 101. Neato! Just wondering because I live in I can't say that word. I am bad when it comes to when people write something out. I'm like, so I'm bad. I'm bad. I'm really, really bad. Oh, by the way, I want to thank all the new subscribers. I got about 49 new subscribers the day when I posted the reaction to the Bumblebee trailer. I thank you guys so much. Did you like the Lego Movie 2 trailer? Yes, I did. It was actually a huge surprise. The plot of the Lego Movie 2 really surprised me because I wasn't expecting some post-apocalyptic thing. My favorite part about the whole Lego Movie 2 thing is the fact that they got the mini dolls involved with the film. I thought, oh my god, perfect. I know this sounds dumb, but what about another seeker in the Bumblebee movie like Thundercracker? I don't think they're going to do that. I'm hoping that at least for a toy, they make the Thundercracker or Skywarp. If not, I might just try and get another Starscream and just make him Thundercracker. I don't know. It's 6:05 here down under. I don't see Lego Movie at all. You should see the Lego Movie. You like the Into the Spider-Verse? Yes. I freaked out when Spider-Gwen was on that. Holy shit. I can't wait for that movie. It's funny, I'm more excited for that Spider-Man film than Spider-Man Homecoming when that was coming out. Not as excited when they announced that Spider-Man was in Civil War and the Marvel Universe and whatnot. But yeah, I think this is going to be a fun film. Let's see. Stop buying products from them until they make their quality products. I can't because they make products and I want to buy. Also, they did make better toys with the Grimlock. I don't know what's with the movie toys and the deluxe kind of sucking. Not all of them. I mean, I like the Cogman. I actually don't mind the Hot Rod, and Barricade's cool. But compared to the Voyagers, for the most part, get it right. Brawl, for at least the Last Night to Studio series, seems like he might be the weakest out of the bunch, just because I'm not sure how I feel about his design. But Optimus Prime, I like. Megatron, I like. Hound, I like. What else? Nitro, I like. Scorn, I like. I didn't pick up the Grimlock, but it's the same thing as the Age of Extinction one. Starscream, I like. The Optimus Prime for Studio series, I don't have it, but it looks cool and I want to get it. And then the Megatron looks good too. So I don't know what's up with the Voyagers, and it's funny because it feels like it's the opposite for Generations. Because Generations, usually the deluxes are my favorite, and then the Voyagers are kind of the weak points. Not so much for Power of the Primes, though. It seems like it's kind of a mix, sadly. But as far as Titans Returns were concerned, I loved having the deluxes, and then a lot of the Voyagers just felt like they weren't doing as good. The two best molds that I can think of is the Megatron, Optimus, Blitzwing, and Octane ones, which, you know, those use two molds for those figures. I just have the Blitzwing and the Octane, and they're pretty cool, but the Astro Train is pretty weak. The Sentinel Prime I like, but Galvatron I can work with, but I don't like the face. And then when it comes to Astro Train, actually I kind of like Astro Train, but still not as good as it can be. Broadside I have complete mixed feelings for. You like Venom? I like the look of Venom for the trailer, but I'm not sure if that movie is going to be any good. That actually reminds me, I want to do a video where I compare the Venom trailer to the Bumblebee trailer. There's a reason why, so I don't want to talk too much about it. Hasbro seems to do absolutely zero quality control checks. Yeah, you know what's funny? Don't they give the toys to like kids to try and test out? Like, how has not a single kid from that from the test or whatever the trial, whatever you want to call it? I'm tired right now. How has no kid broke that? And hey, there he is. Siike Donnelly? Is that your name? He came into the chat. That's the guy that I shout out. So please subscribe to his channel if you guys can. Go to it right now. He's in the chat. Do it. Do it before he says don't do it. I told you didn't have to shout me out, but thanks, brother. No problem. And thanks for saying my name correctly. LOL, it gets butchered. Oh, okay. I spoke too soon. Siike. Oh, okay, Siike. Siike Donnelly. Okay, good. No, don't do it. I'm cursed. Do it. See, I'm asking people to subscribe to you because I'm evil. Ghost Hoodie Venom isn't Deadpool. Technically, isn't he? What? I don't know. I think I missed something completely. And Hasbro wonders why their Transformers stuff is selling less and less. Yeah, exactly. As you command, Master. Got to go. Okay, see ya. So yeah, we were just I was talking about the Bumblebee movie earlier, and how people think for some reason, I don't know if you got any of these comments. Have people been telling you that Starscream might be Ramjet for some reason? I went on a whole rant about that. You are the devil, sir. Looking forward to your Venom Bumblebee trailer comparison. Yeah, that's one I really want to do at some point. I'm not sure how I'm going to do it, though. If I'm going to take clips from the Bumblebee trailer and the Venom trailer, just because I don't like to use a lot of the copyrighted material. Because I feel like I'm going to put so much work into this and then it's going to get removed from YouTube. But I'm just trying to think, okay, how can I do this? Because I have a video out there that just has still shots of the film Transformers The Last Night, and that got copyright strike. Yeah, I've been in here since you started the live stream, and I caught up on your vids while I was working late tonight. Oh, no one mentioned Ramjet to you? Yeah, like 5 people are telling me that. Oh yeah, it's Ramjet because it doesn't have blue or something like that. I don't get it. Jellyfish the actor, the Transformers figures don't sell that well because they use the same characters. Yeah, kinda. Cogman's cool. I think The Last Night has quite a bit of new characters, but it's got a lot of just reuses like Strafe and Slug, Crosshairs. The first Bumblebee was weird, Grimlock. And then who else was reused? The Cybertron thing is just the Cybertron Primus. That's super expensive. Infernicus uses 4 repainted figures. Hot Rod is from Lockdown, which, by the way, I have to make a point. Hot Rod, Roadbuster, Evac, Lockdown. People are saying they share the molds. They share the same molds, or they're remolds of each other. They are not. The only 2 that are remolds of each other is Lockdown and Hot Rod. Evac is not a remold of Roadbuster. Roadbuster is not a remold of Lockdown. And Evac's not a remold of Lockdown or whatever. They're not remolds of each other, just the Lockdown and the Hot Rod. And if you want to argue with me, that's fine, but I have Evac, and I have Roadbuster, and I have Hot Rod, and I have Lockdown right here, right beside me. In fact, they're making a diamond shape as we speak. But I have all 4 of them. It's just the Lockdown and the Hot Rod. That's it. I feel like I should complete Volcanicus. Volcanicus isn't really my favorite toy. While the IMDb, which granted could be wrong, says Barricade and Starscream are in it, and that maybe Martin Short is Bumblebee's voice. Yeah, that's going to be interesting seeing Bumblebee. I feel like it's going to talk through the radio, but it's going to be interesting to see what Martin Short does for the film. I feel like out of anyone, it's got to be him. Although, I thought about this earlier. I don't think it will work, though. But I thought, what if Martin Short was Starscream? That would be hilarious. Yep, just like someone said, Ramjet has weird wings. If anyone wants to argue with me on Ramjet, I have Ramjet, who's also white, not gray, and has dark red wings, not the lighter red that Starscream seems to have. I'm pretty sure the dark gray is meant to mimic the blue, but that could be just me. God, I forgot all about these toys. This is the Platinum Edition pack Ramjet. So it's not the exact one used originally, but I think it uses the same color palette. And it's also got the dirge. I haven't brought these guys out in a while, so I'm going to do that. And thrust. And I love this pack. Love it, love it, love it. Even though, once again, these figures don't really do much. I love the pack. It's great. I got it for from Walmart.ca. Not sponsored, by the way. For $40 for the whole pack. And I got the box with me. Still opens up. Looks great. I can see Bumblebee and Optimus Prime in the background. Matrix of Leadership. Dirge, Thrust, and Ramjet, even though when this whole set is in package, these aren't the correct names. Let's see. I'll open it from the side. I forgot what the instructions look like. Ramjet's black. No, he's not. Oh, that's what you meant. Let's see. What the hell? Don't break on me. Don't rip. I recently opened one of the instructions for one of the other figures and it snapped on me, so I don't want those to break. I also forgot that there's stickers in here, but I'm not going to pull them out. So yeah, there's the instructions for them. Let's see. I find it weird that Dirge has like a frowny face right next to... Oh, they all do, I guess. Yeah, why do they have a frowny face? Oh, I get it, because the robot mode going into that, and then they have the jet mode going into the robot. Okay, now I get it. I actually want to transform these now. I need to do a Canadian reviewer on these guys at some point. I know I said early on that Ramjet's the leader of the bunch. Ramjet's not the leader of the bunch. And they all pretty much have the same fist, so it doesn't really matter which one goes with who, but I like to keep it separate. And yes, you have to disassemble a lot. You have to disassemble... well, actually, you don't have to disassemble the wings, but you do have to take off the guns and the fists, and you can put the wheel inside the guy. And let's see if I even remember how to transform this, because I kind of got confused transforming the Siike set when I first got him. I can't remember exactly where I was confused by. I think it was the arms. Just because I never got this toy, I never really looked up a review. I thought you can extend out the legs, but you couldn't. Every time I hear the Bumblebee trailer music in my head, I'm thinking, hold on. I don't know, there's like some song that I constantly think of. I don't even know what song it is. See, plug the landing gear at the bottom. Oh, fold up the legs. I didn't put the stickers on the set just because I didn't want to. I thought it would be cool to put on the stickers, but eh. I guess with that said, I should have got 2 of these, but eh. I paid a lot for them. And there's Ramjet. Love Ramjet. Hey, look, it's the Bumblebee movie trailer. Actually, a big jet. Here's Ramjet next to the Masterpiece Bumblebee. For something that people would actually recognize, here's Ramjet next to Legends Bumblebee. So there you go. So, good size. Hot Wheels turned 50 this year. Yay. Well, He did say blow off some steam. Oh. I wish Uncle Bobby B was here. Yeah. What happened to him? He died. Isn't there like a sales page on Facebook about like that took that name? I thought that was hilarious. Oh, someone tried to tell me about the Seeker mold. I can't remember exactly what they said, but they tried to tell me, oh yeah, if you got the Seeker toy, you would know about this. And I'm just like, oh, it was the fact that, oh, you could flip up the nose cone and they all share the same mold for Starscream and the cone heads. It's just that the cone flips up. And I have the cone heads, so I already knew about that. I love it when people tell you information you already know. I'm a seeker, kind of. I was going to say something about that. I forgot. Can't remember what it was exactly, but someone pointed out some Transformers toys that I wanted to get, and I can't remember what it was. I want to get that Hunt for the Decepticons Terradive, because I got the Tomahawk for it. All right, next is Thrust, who has some extra rockets that I have to replace for the robot mode. Or alt mode, I should say. Also, one of these wings on Thrust keeps falling off. Thrust is always my favorite, by the way, of the cone heads. I know some people say, oh, it's Ramjet, or oh, it's Dirge. I mean, out of these toys, I think Dirge is my favorite. Just because I come across a lot of problems with Thrust, and also I like the color scheme of Dirge. But yeah, Thrust is always my favorite, just in general. Let's see. I thought also you could take out these red bits, but no, you can't. I think that's only the deluxe toy, but I could be wrong about that. When are you doing the live stream? See ya, Blurredmus. Sorry that I'm not really responding to the chat right now. I'm just trying to do two things at once. I will get to you guys in a second. It's just, yeah, I got this going on right now. All right. And there is. Oh, flip up the legs. I keep forgetting about the feet for some reason. Oh, How to Train Your Dragon trailer, I believe, comes out tomorrow. So that's awesome. I've seen the stills. I want that fucking trailer out now. I told Jay Baruchel can't wait for How to Train Your Dragon 3, so I have to keep on that promise of me not waiting. Anyways, there's Ramjet. There's Dirge. Again, I think Dirge out of the toys is my favorite. And there's Thrust. I love these things. If anyone doesn't have one of the Secret Transformer G1 figures, I understand, because they don't really do much. But they're cool. They are. Power of the Primes is a combination of Combiner Wars and Titans Returns. No pun intended. Let's see. There we go. You're masturbating. How did you know? I'm getting my thrust. I'm thrusting. Where is the Power of the Prime, Skywarp, and Thundercracker? Oh, two toys that I don't really care if they make. Just because I do not like that Starscream. I think it's kind of shit. I have a review written for that Starscream. I'm not sure when that's going to come out because I got to do Slug. I gotta do Slug. I gotta do Farage. I gotta do Ambulance from the third-party Hot Soldiers. Gotta do Wave 1 of the Prime Masters. I gotta do the Slash. I gotta do the Beachcomber, and then I've also got a review written for Scrapnel. So, Power of the Prime Starscream got Popeye arms. Surprisingly enough, that's not the problem. Oh, it was a joke. Okay, cool. They did. I tell you, he did. Oh, I'm getting tired. Where's my bus transformer? Yeah, that's what I want. I actually want the Alita one. I know saying about the Starscream is terrible and whatnot, but I don't know. Let's transform Ramjet again into robot mode. Actually, let's not do that right away. I love these. They're like big, giant black markers. And by the way, if you think, oh, there's going to be no difference between these and the Generation 1 version, this one says 2015 on it. So unless they scratch out the writing on the side there, you're going to be able to tell from that. Hi, V. Hey, V, have you seen the Bumblebee movie trailer? Did you see the scene with Ramjet in it? Because it's Ramjet. Which Gundam am I getting next? Whatever Gundam they have, that's the cheapest at the store. That's pretty much it. Where's my TARDIS? I want a TARDIS transformer. That'd be cool. I think Laserbeak could work for Bumblebee. Laserbeak doesn't have to be with Soundwave all the time. Yeah, but I mean, I just don't think so if they're not going to put in Soundwave. I don't think Soundwave's going to work in the film. My masterpiece Bumblebee looking over my Seekers and then is like, ah, fuck you, I got articulated elbows, bitch. And I don't have to remove my fist. I'm like the TF Evo Hotfire. Inferno X. What's her name? Yeah, you're talking about the Moonracer repaint. Nova Star. Yeah, but did you see Ramjet in it? Because it's Ramjet in the trailer. It is Ramjet. Team Jacob, Team Edward. Yeah, that's what's going to happen. Team Ramjet, Team Starscream. Nova Star X Inferno. Now I need to get Inferno. Damn it. Well, Nova Star is more of a car thing that's kind of weird. But yeah. Okay, who's Team Ramjet and who's Team Starscream? We're gonna have a Kickstarter. We're gonna have a poll. No. You'll ram my jet, baby. Oh, ram my jet. Come, my baby. You're my butterfly, sugar. Team John Cena. I'm surprised I didn't really see much of that meme going around. And people will say John Cena. Instead, I see, oh, John Cena. I would like to do a Ricochet figure. I think that'd be cool. Actually, I want to get the Power of the Prime's Jazz toy. And I want to get the, I think it's the Toy Hacks Repro labels to change them into another character. I want to do that. Because Walmart has it for like 14 bucks. I'm Team Dr. Doom always. What if Dr. Doom infects Venom? Have they ever done that in the comics? What do you guys want to see Venom take over as far as the Marvel character is concerned? And you could go X-Men, you could go Team 4-star, whatever. Team Bumblebee. I'm going to destroy Team Ramjet. The blue can be on the back of Starscream. Oh no, shit! They have recently even Doom as Venom. Not the Venom, but a Venom. Oh, I didn't know that. I don't keep up with the comics of Venom and Marvel and stuff like that. I'm one of those evil people that just watch the movies and think, oh, I could call myself a Marvel fan because I watched the movies. It is sad because whenever they announce, oh yeah, this character is coming into the Marvel universe, I'm like, cool! Research! Oh no, Ramsey doesn't hate him. I love how small this thing is too. He's just Ramjet by himself is so tiny looking. Because he transforms into a good-sized jet, and then it all leads to that. Here's a deluxe transformer by comparison, and he's about deluxe class size, which is cool because when I think of it, this set was about $80. They just feel so small, especially when you take a look at the arms and fold the head thing back. So cute. Let's see. Let's put on a pair of gloves. Kind of hate that you have to attach the hands. I find that weird, but whatever. And yeah, you're supposed to take off these little black bits of the wings, but I just don't because I don't see a point to. They just go on the back and get out of the way anyways. So, I mean, you can do that, but it's kind of hard to take out, and I don't want to break anything, so I just don't. And then we attach a couple of guns. And then there's a little ramjet. Feels like he's got a giant cape. If you guys want to see a sneak preview of the Bumblebee movie, you came to the right place. Bang, bang, bang. Oh no! I'm gonna hide in the forest. Damn, forest, my one weakness. See? Told you he would be back. Ghost! You think the Power of the Prime show would include jazz? Then again, they might have cast Taze and the orchestra as jazz. Saying this because mostly YouTubers voice the characters in Prime trilogy. I don't know. I think it would be great if Black Nerd Andre voice jazz. Come on, who else wouldn't go for that? But for real, Ramjet is a cone head. If it was Ramjet, it would have a cone head. I don't know if you missed it earlier, but I said that even though the Transformers movies don't always follow up with what the Generation 1 cartoon did, even in this universe, because Bumblebee never had the lights on his chest, although that's more so to be connected with the original movies, it still doesn't have to connect with exactly what the Generation 1 movie did. But why would you have a character that looks like someone else and then call it someone else? You know, like this looks like Starscream. It's got the right head for it. But why would they call it Ramjet if it looks so much like Starscream? Night lights. Just hope Hasbro makes better quality products sooner than later. Yeah. Especially now that they got the license for Power Rangers. TF do a Charlotte impersonation. Okay. I'm gonna punch someone. It's my Shia impersonation. I was part of a movie that made $8. Poor Shia. He's insane. All right, let's see. There is one problem with these cone head things. It doesn't snap into anything. It just sits there. But whatever. Still looks like Dirge to me. I like it. Is there oh God. Okay. Is there any Transformers toys you want to see me review that I have that you know I have? Because there's a lot. I was thinking Generations Springer, then I was thinking Generations Rhinox, Generations World, Generations Roadbuster, and whatnot. The Seeker Squadron set now is on my mind. I know I have to do some Masterpiece figures, but I don't want to really think about those right away. I want to focus more on like a Deluxe or Voyager that I could do. And not from Power of the Primes or Studio Series. I'm talking about something a little bit older than that, like 2015 or before. Generations Wheeljack, I think I already did that. Here's Dirge. And here's Thrust. I love the alt mode on Thrust. Looks cool. I wish there was some wings to go up over top, but feels big. Let's take that off. Take these off. And take these big ones off. Let's see. Goes. Keep in mind we haven't seen Predaking die and have yet to see Defensor and Superion. Oh yeah, we haven't seen those two. Got any Ramjet figures? I'd like to see a ton of him to get me excited for his appearance in the Bumblebee movie. I do have a movie Ramjet, but it's missing a lot of the missiles and it's kind of busted. But I mean, I could, although I think I did review this. I'm not sure, but no, that might be something. Although I think in October I'm going to be reviewing a Starscream anyways, because for my Show Canadian reviewer, Starscream was the first one that I reviewed. So every year I try to review a Starscream. I think I only missed 1 year, and that was it. And yes, you could totally put the wings on the arms. Yeah, I think I missed 1 year, and that was it. Okay, so the wings go the other way. Okay, cool. I got the instructions underneath me. There we go. And there we are. That's moving Ramjet! Let's see. I miss the old Babe vs. Toys. Yeah, I kind of do too. The ones I really miss were the Revenge of the Fallen ones. Those were kind of cool. John Cena kissed Bumblebee's cheek. Give him an old wet willer. You know what I'm saying? There we go. No, Thrust! Why would you do that? Why would you snap off your wing? You bad. You bad. Come on, there we go. I hear Ramjet, and I imagine an actual Ram with actual jet parts strapped on it. Fan art, people. They're going to, if it exists, there's porn of it. Not bad. There we go. There, I got all the Seekers transformed. Oh, wait, I need to put in the wheel. Let's see, what... I'm going to take a look and see what figures I need to review. Titans Returns Overlord, Power Master Optimus, 6-Shot. I know my Masterpiece figures, but I kind of want to do something special. Generations Jetfire. Let's see on the top here. Astrotrain, Alpha Trion, Cyclonus, The Titans Returns in Combiner Wars, Titans Returns Windblade, Titans Returns Topspin Twin Twist, Titans Returns Misfire, Trigger Happy, Hot Rod, the 4 main guys, the Highbrow and whatever else, Skull Smasher, Wolfwire, Mindwipe, Scourge, Blur. There's a lot from Titans Returns I haven't reviewed yet. Legends Shockwave would be cool. But, okay, only taking a look at the main ones. Let's see. That I really want to review. Cyclonus, Whirl, Roadbusters in the other room. Dreadwing from the classics would be cool. Skywarp, the Fall Cybertron toy, and Scoop would be nice because I've reviewed the Wave Mates. Let's see. This Optimus Prime 2-pack would be nice. Prime Predaking. Dark Steel. Dreadwing, I need to review at some point. RC's drunk and fallen over like a dumb hoe. Stand up. Soundwave would be nice. Let's see. Robots in the Sky. Starscream would be good. Drift. Grimlock. Bumblebee. Sideswipe. Fracture. Megatronus. Oh, wait. I already did Bisque. Ratchet. Scatterspike. Prime Optimus. Prime Silas Breakdown. Jet Viacon. First edition Cliffjumper. First edition Viacon. Terracon Cliffjumper, although I need the weapon. Arms Micron Knockout. Arms Micron Rumble, the red one. Let's see. Thundertron, Ultra Magnus, Skyquake. Soundwave from RD. Last night Hot Rod. Last night Bumblebee. Last night Hound. Last night Megatron, although those two I kind of want to plan together. Dragon Storm. Age of Extinction Lockdown. I'm not going to go through the whole list of figures. I guess Movie Clocker. Armada Sideswipe. Energon Shockwave. Armada Demolisher. Energon Scorponok. The RD Brothers. From the original Robots in Disguise. Cybertron Downshift. Creo Battle Changer Shockwave. I want to do that McDonald's Megatron. Hunt for the Decepticons Bumblebee. Revenge of the Fallen Ratchet. Hunt for the Decepticons Tomahawk. I think Hunt for the Decepticons Jetblade. Robots in Disguise Crazy Bolt Deployer. Minicons here. And yeah. I've done a review for the big Optimus I have in Prime. Beast Hunters. So yeah, there's a lot that I need to do. Review them all! That Canadian back though. Bye, fan of TF. Thanks for coming in. I was a member of Jurassic 5. Does that count? Hey, there is only one Jurassic Park, man, and that's another random thing. If Ramjet, I mean Starscream, gets a figure for the Bumblebee movie, I will get, and maybe if it gets a Skywarp or Thundercracker repaints, yeah. I want to record him just naming Transformers and fall asleep to it like people do when they listen to Sounds of Nature. Oh, that would be good. Soundwave, Bumblebee, Starscream, Megatron, Thrust, Breakdown, Wild Rider, Overclock, Ramhorn, Ramjet, Predaking, Terrorizer, Terrorsaur. Oh, maybe both. Ultra Magnus, Hard Shell, Crankcase, Crowbar, Hatchet, Repugnus, Bullet Bike, Shockwave. You know, the thing is, I could see a live-action Beast Wars movie. Yeah, that'd be cool. I want to see that, but I'm not sure how well they're going to do with that. The concept art is out. What concept art? What concept art are you talking about, boy? Let's see. I don't know what concept art you're talking about. Optimus Prime. Oh, okay. Let's see. I gotta put this package away now. Right. Oh, I just realized something is that the Seeker Squadron shows the logo that they put in the later Titans Returns figures for 2016 right there. I didn't realize that. Because in 2015, they used the Autobot logos. I believe they started in 2015. Or was it 2016? I think it was 2016. So, yeah, 2016, and then 2017, they started with the Decepticon logos. There we go. Yeah, yeah, they did that for the last night. I'm going to tell you guys this much. This is worth it for the packaging alone. This is a beautiful box, and it shows the Insecticons at the bottom, the original ones. Although, when I look at that, I just see the Legends ones. Only has one toy, but it's 3 toys. Distributed in Australia by Hasbro Australia. Australia? Australia? New Zealand. But I got this from Canada. Is this Australian packaging? Oh no. These came from down under. I don't know anything about distribution, but usually it says something about Canada, and I'm not seeing anything about Canada at all. There's something about Mexico, so I guess. But yeah, it's just. Oh no, it's been to multiple places. I just found it weird because I don't remember seeing that. And it actually, you know what? Now that I think of it, yeah, it's usually a thing. I just thought that'd be funny if it was. I got excited. No. Let's see. Put the packaging right there again, just so that's out of the way. I'm not going to be on here for too much longer. Oh no, TF is becoming a G1. Oh no! Masterpiece Beast Wars Megatron looks great, but I don't think I'm gonna get it. Let's see. Is there anything more that I really need to talk about? I like Masterpiece Bumblebee. I think he's really cool. I understand where a lot of people are coming from, where they just don't like it. I really do. I got some Bionicle reviews I want to do that are coming out later down the road, so you guys will be seeing that. Let's see. Just trying to think of anything to talk about, really. My favorite are the Junkions and that 3-pack with Wreck-Gar, Scraphead, and Hot Rod. Oh, yeah. $40 on eBay right now? Wow. Or eBay, Amazon. Yeah, that seems pretty good. Not sure how well the Hot Rod figure is, but the Wreck-Gar, I have that. The original Reveal the Shields one. It's a great figure. The only problem I had with it was I used to snap on the weapon into the hand, and it started to stress it out. So watch out for that. Other than that, great figure. I love that figure. I don't really do much with it. You know what? That's a figure I should review. I forgot all about the recent Reveal the Shield figure that I just got, like Jazz. I have Mindset that I found out didn't actually have a review. Laser Optimus Prime, Perceptor, Wreck-Gar, Payload, I think, not Payload, Grapple, I think might not have a review, but I could be wrong with that. That's okay. I got a few hot rods, so I'd be buying it for Junkions. Thanks for the heads up, though. I will watch out for it if I can afford it. What the road? I was trying to figure out why people are saying that. I was thinking someone's trying to misspell you tard. What the road? Hot rod? What the road? What the road? I love the fact that I gave Hot Rod a little gun thing to stop the time. It's got hair on it. Yeah. It's in there now. I guess when I was making it, its hair just went in. Anyways, that's not important, and nobody cares about that. Although I do like the fact that he's got a slow-mo gun now. So I guess I cheated. I cheated you all. Let's talk about Ramjet again for another hour. Let's not. I already made a video on that. Prime of the Powers is out, and I'm still getting Titans Returns figures. You know what? There's some Titans Returns figures. Car Ramrod. There's some Titans Returns figures that I don't have yet. I never found Slugslinger. I don't have Cup. I don't have Perceptor. I don't have Quake. Or not Quake. No, I do have Quake. I don't have Croc. I don't have Breakaway, and I don't have, I think it was Double Cross or Twinferno. And then also I don't have the Optimus or the Megatron that came out. I don't even think I've ever seen the Megatron one. I've seen the Optimus one, but never the Megatron. MJ is love. MJ is life. Nimrod. I'm still getting Thrilling 30. Will you be getting knockoffs? I've got some knockoffs. Power of the Prime's my grammar, though. Let's go ahead and see some of the comments on my previous video and see if anyone's going to bitch about information that I already know about. Nope. Yeah. Which, by the way, I have to thank you guys. I don't know if I said it, but I gained about 50 subscribers. Okay, 49 subscribers since the whole reaction video. So some people are coming up from that. And I just want to say that I really do appreciate it. And thank you guys so much. Do you have Rider Despotron or Striker Menace? I have neither of those. I want to thank you guys so much. If you are brand new to the channel, I want to explain something. This channel isn't always going to be kid-friendly. So I want to say that I have a show called Transformers Misfortune, and if you want to see some swearing and Transformers and whatnot in comedy, there you go. That's probably the show for you. It's a lot like Red vs. Blue for Transformers. I also have another show coming out called What's Up Prime. It's going to be more PG though. And I currently want to work on another show called Skids of Mudflap Show, but currently I don't really have much to go with it. But I want to do something with it because I like the characters that I've got so far for it. And I want to do something with them. So we'll just have to wait and see. Bitch about the lack of tacos in the trailer. Why aren't there tacos? In my Deadpool 2. MO1 Commander, MO3 Bell Hornet, Rendoza or Alcy. Let me tell you all the third-party stuff I have. A Cosmos, the Hearts of Steel Shockwave that's broken, so I can't even transform it. Barrage and Ambulance from Hot Soldiers, and that's it. Yeah, you get a good collection of subscribers when you do reaction videos. Though I do reaction vids to for critique, and if it's worth either $15 or $5 if I go to the theater. Yeah, I don't do reaction videos much anymore. I used to do them more often, but especially when Age of Extinction was coming out, I used to do reactions to all the TV spots. Then I was like, I don't need to react to everything. I think I did quite a bit of reactions to the last night TV spots, but if you notice, I think there was a point where I stopped because I was like, there's no point in doing these. But I will do them if it's something big like the Bumblebee movie trailer, and that's pretty much it. So when they do post another trailer, I'll probably do a reaction video on that too. As far as that's concerned, that is pretty much going to be it for reactions. So I'm not going to do every single TV spot, maybe one or two out of anything, but I don't think I'm going to do much. I got Titans Returns Octane the other day. Do you like him? He was pretty hard to transform the first couple of times, but I got used to it. For some reason, his name is Octone instead of Octane, but okay. Yeah, I don't get that either, and I don't like it. Someone tried to correct me and say, "You idiot! It's Octone, not Octane." And it's like, his original name was Octane. Octone sounds retarded. I'm calling it Octane. And yet somehow I still catch myself saying Octone sometimes. And I hate that. I hate that name. For some reason... Oh, I already read that. So anyways, if anyone has any last minute things to say, go ahead and say it, because I think I'm going to call it quits for the night. I really hate it how he's called Octone. Seriously, why do they not call it the figure Octane? Because of copyright issues, but you think if it was a copyright issue, they would just call him Decepticon Octane. It's a packaging error, but if it was a packaging error, they would have fixed it by now, and they never did. So doesn't matter because he can call him whatever. He is fine, but the front of the truck has a crack, not like broke crack. Yeah, you mean from the transformation. I want to get the Masterpiece Barricade. I think next time there's a sale on Transformers, I might try to pick up the Masterpiece Barricade. Even though it would be cool to get the Elita one and the Hunger and whatnot. I don't know. I feel like they're going to do another 30% off thing pretty soon. And once they do that, and Barricade's still on the site because they got a whole spend $50 or more and you get $20 off coupon thing for Hasbro toys. If I do that, I think Barricade's going to be about $70, which isn't bad. I paid $50 for my Bumblebee, and that's I love that thing. Your movie Starscream's missing an arm, so it's like Revenge of the Fallen when he lost his arm. TFB, check your Discord. In the meme section, I made something. Oh, God, what did you do? I'm going to go. Okay, see ya. Let's see. Alpha Q memes. Is he one of us? Happy Blart. Oh, okay. Goat Scream. He's bashful. What's up, guys? It's your boy, Skinny Penis, and I'm here with my friend T-Fan-Pitch11. When I saw Civil War, I thought that is the guys who made this movie to the Transformers Cinematic Universe. It would have been better than Civil War. Yes, Brian. That's Goat Scream. Bumblebee, you fucking retarded! You made a movie that's everyone's going to like. Hopefully, that's another thing that I wanted to talk about. I'm really frightened for this movie because if this movie doesn't do so well, and people are saying, "Oh yeah, this movie will do so well." First of all, it's a Christmas film, and second, it's coming off of films that people just are starting to not give a shit about anymore. And this is a different movie than the last night. It's not as big, so people will probably think, okay, this isn't really much. I don't really need to see it. But my concern about the Bumblebee movie is that because of that, and the fact that it's a smaller film, and the fact that it's a Christmas film, how many people are going to see it? And if not enough people do see it, will the people behind Hasbro and Paramount think, okay, this is not the right direction, we have to go somewhere else, and then it's going to look further from Generation 1 characters. I'm hoping that is not the case, and I'm hoping that if we do have to get a reboot even after the Bumblebee movie, that they still go the G1 route, because that at least people are saying is a good thing, and they like the idea of that. Yeah, but the Bumblebee movie is going to be in competition with Spider-Man Into the Spider-Verse. Yeah, that's going to be a big deal. But you got to remember, Spider-Man Into the Spider-Verse is a Sony movie, so it'll probably suck. Oh shit, did he say that Sony sucks? Oh. CFV. The changes in design show will to change from the classic base style. Yep. But who do you guys think for that? Paramount or Travis Knight? Because Paramount didn't really give a shit about the last Knight designs. And then all of a sudden, hey, Bumblebee looks G1, and we got a new director? Yeah, I think I'm gonna head out too. I just wanted to point that out. So anyways, I'm super tired. With that out of the way, I thank you guys for watching. I appreciate all the new subscribers. For those people who are thinking that I'm gonna make a couple more Bumblebee videos or Bumblebee movie videos in the next couple of days, I think I'm gonna take a little bit of a break because I don't want to push too much of the topic of the Bumblebee movie to people. I just want to talk about certain things I want to talk about. Which, by the way, just because I report on or don't report on something with the news with the Bumblebee movie doesn't mean I'm not aware of it. I go to TFW 2005 daily. I need to make that point because it seems like people don't understand that. I go to TFW 2005. So either way, if the news comes out, I'm going to know about it. But with that out of the way, I just wanted to say thank you guys for subscribing. It means a lot, especially when I'm so close to getting 10,000 subscribers. That's a current goal for me. And hopefully I get that goal by September. It seems like, because there's a thing you can check about future subscribers. It would be awesome if I got the 10,000 before my birthday, which is the end of September. And it lists that I might get 10,000 subscribers before my birthday. So we're going to have to see about that. We might get another Bumblebee movie trailer, so I might get some more subscribers out of that, maybe? I know that seems like a dick thing to say. Oh, you're just doing it just to get subscribers, but I'm just saying maybe I will get more subscribers out of it. Who knows? We'll have to wait and see. Anyways, check out the links down below when I have them. I know I don't have them right now, but I will later. Check out my other channel, Ultimate Doom, which I haven't really done much of anything on that, but I want to start writing a video that would be on that channel. We'll have to wait and see. With that out of the way, I thank you guys for watching. Please like, comment, share, subscribe, and all those fun doodads. And I will see you guys. I would say Aquaman, but you know what? I don't need to explain. Anyways, with that said, I thank you guys for watching. I'll see you guys next time. I'm making my very own movie! I can't wait to watch Teen Titans go to the movie!